All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's get everybody on here. Here, I think I might be glitching. Let me. Okay. Sorry, that was weird. Whoops, rude. Caleb, you might have to hop back off and then hop on. It's not letting me add you the old-fashioned way. I think it's because I had changed from internet to data, because they said it was a slow connection. So I was like, oh, let's try that. So I think that happened right as you sent your invite, so it didn't let me add you. Okay, never mind. One second.
What's happening?
One, nothing. We're just trying to see why it won't let me add Caleb. It guess I had like a slow connection for a second, so it decided it didn't want to let me add him the old-fashioned way. So I think he's gonna have to hop out and then hop back in. How are you?
What's happening? I'm good.
Awesome, awesome. So where exactly are you located again? Like that
Bat-
was Georgia?
Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I
Oh,
used to live in Georgia. I went to college in Atlanta at Morehouse. So after school, I moved back home.
gotcha. So Baton Rouge, dang. So that's where you grew up, or?
Yeah. Born and raised.
Nice.
Born and raised.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Yeah. I've been a lot of places. There's no place I've been necessarily that I'm like, oh boy, that's where I'm gonna stick around. Oh,
Yeah.
there's Caleb. Let's see if it'll let me add him this time. Other than Lawrence, Kansas, of course. I spent most of my youth in Lawrence, Kansas. So I guess that's that.
Hey,
There he is.
what's
What's
going
happening?
on? How you doing?
Pretty good.
Ellis, what's up, man?
Chilling, man. Taking it day by day.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you joining us tonight.
Definitely.
Fresh off of
Yeah,
football
man.
practice.
Hey, and Bruce, like, hopefully he'll be joining us shortly. But it's crazy. Like, we got a little live chat group, and Bruce is like, "Hey, I might be a little late. I cut my finger."
And I'm like,
And
what?
he's like, "You won't stop bleeding." And they sent us a video of him. It's like,
And it
Bruce.
stopping bleeding.
You ain't just cut your finger, buddy.
So are you trying to like
I know.
amputate the tip of your finger? Like, what are you
You
doing here, man?
almost cut it
I was like,
off.
"Why are you texting? Like, get in the car."
Like, do you need stitches, sir?
Yeah, but no, yes, but no. Hopefully, Bruce is okay. Bruce is probably going to tune in, and hopefully, he'll be joining us. But no. Bruce did have, he did cut his finger, and he's just trying to stop the bleeding and get together. And so, hopefully, here in a second, he'll be joining us.
Oh, bless him heart. Oh man. So let's see here. 8:01. Are you guys ready to hit this thing off?
Yep, let's jump in.
Sweet. Well, without further ado, typically, I mean, you've probably seen us before, Ellis, but typically we like to start with you just kind of introducing yourself for people who aren't familiar with you. Giving them an account name, business name, things like that, and then how you got into bullies in the first place. So take it away, man.
You said how I got out on the boards? That's
Bullies. No.
Oh, okay, baby.
So to introduce yourself, so tell everybody who's watching who may not be familiar with who you are, give them an idea of who you are, your kennel name, business names, and then tell us how you got into bullies.
For sure. Good evening, everybody. First of all, I want to say thank you to you guys for, inviting me on here. You know what I'm saying? This is really the first time I've done something like this. Well, I was invited as a guest speaker, you know what I'm saying? So besides going with Joel, but that's more of like a tandem thing rather than me, getting interviewed in a sense. But for those who don't know me, my name is Ellis III. Owner operator of Stunner Bullies Incorporated. We based in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We specialize in standard American bullies right now. But I do want to branch into the other classes as we, grow and mature as a kennel. How I got into bullies. So I always been a dog person my whole life since I could walk, you know what I mean? And like most people in this community, I started out with pit bulls by way of my uncle. He was a pit bull breeder in the bad kind of way, raising them for the wrong reasons. Completely honest. But he unfortunately passed when I was real young. And so my first experience with my own dog, was trying to have a pit bull like he had, thinking since I helped him, I could have it on my own.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
I was about 10 years old, and the pants leg became the flirt pole, and my mama got real scared after that. So I had to give away my dog. And we went through 3 or 4 other pets as far as like different breeds of dog.
Yeah.
And we had a dachshund from the time I was like 10, and she lived up until like last year. So she lived to be 15. And that was my pet for a long time. Like, that was the only pet my mama let me have, because my mom is definitely afraid of big dogs. But we'll get there later. So the whole time I knew I wanted to be a dog breeder. Like, I used to claim that I wanted to be a veterinarian, which I really did, but it was really so that I could like have my dog thing and it not be looked at as crazy. You know what I mean? Because, dog breeding used to be kind of taboo, where people was like, you breed dogs? You know what I'm saying? They'll look at you twice. But now it's like everybody got it. But yeah, so I always wanted to be a dog breeder my whole life, like always. But my thing was, I was trying to choose a breed for a long time. Like, I knew I wanted a big breed, probably a working dog. But like, those communities are real hard to get in, for one.
Yeah.
For two, to get a breeding quality animal is like you got to be in. You got to know people. You know what I mean? So right when I was in college, my freshman year of college, that's when I really like got heavy in the bullies. I always like pits and everything, but when I was looking for a breed, I was like, damn, well, I love pits, but I'm not gonna do pits because it's too much work. Okay. Yeah. And so like to me, the Bullies presented like the happy medium, and it was like the perfect dog for what I was looking for in a breed. It was big enough to be manly, but women still love them. You know what I mean? And then it had the pit bull look that I started off with, like the first breed I ever,
Yeah.
got interested in pit bull. So I'm like, man, it's the best of both worlds. Like, it's bigger than a pit bull already.
Yeah.
It looked like a statue. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind. It's cool. Like fighting BSL, that whole thing kind of attracted me. And then at the time when I first got into bullies, I wanted to do XLs. And I looked, and at that time, it was only 6 XL Grand Champions. So I was like, man, I really got a chance to be a part of the history of this breed. You know what I'm saying? This breed, not in the AKC, is a big opportunity for me if I, do well, making my life's work. Like, I could be one of the people that's, when the AKC write about this breed, accept this breed, like, I could be a part of the history. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's how I kind of settled on bullies.
I love it. No, and the thing is like everybody kind of has a very unique way that it happened to them. Some it's completely by accident. Others it's rather intentional, but for their own personal reasons. But I think that's awesome. Like the way that you viewed them right off the bat is like, they serve the look that I want, but they have the things that I want that pit bulls can't provide.
Right. So like I kind of
like
went through all the big breeds. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, what breed do I want? Like, this was a long time me thinking about. And then I liked Great Danes for a long time. And I was like, man, they too skinny. Like, they come out, if they not perfectly bred, they're not gonna look how I want it to look. It's not gonna look stout. Same thing with Cane Corsos. Same thing with Press Canarios. Right. So went through that. I was like, nah, like I'm scared I'm gonna get something that I'm not gonna like, or I'm not gonna like all the puppies. Then I thought about schnauzers, Black Russian Terriers. They was a little more stout, but then the hair thing came into play, and I was like, no. And I was like, man, I might do Bulldogs. They chill and everything, but then I thought about the health issues. Then I went back to pits, and I was like, bro, they not as big as I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so then I kind of inched my way right to XL Bullies, and then it kind of flipped when I got my first dog, which was Missy. And she was a pocket, but she was real classic.
Yeah.
So I had to realize that she wasn't enough. And then right around that time when I was starting to really come to my senses and not be kennel blind about it, because she was my only dog at the time, she passed. So it kind of God kind of, you go this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so ever since then, I took a big break. Like, I wasn't looking for no dogs. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? And then stuff kind of just started falling in my lap when I was ready for it. You know what I'm saying? And since then, that's what's happening now. So, yeah.
Dang. So, talking about what's happening now. What is happening now?
Yeah. So, right. I got you. So, my dog passed last year, April 2023.
Yeah.
October came around, and I seen my female Luna that I have now. I bought her as an adult. I seen her come available, and I was like, she caught my eye, and like anybody who my friend, they know I'm gonna send them and I'm gonna ask before I do something. Like, I sent it to 20 people, and they was like, bro, what you thinking about? I want like 5 of them was like, bro, I want her. So get her, bro, get her. So I was like, all right, this is a sign, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny how God worked, but he canceled all my progress and then dropped me back in the game right where I would have been. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I got her in October, and then my good friend Shug, who I collab with on this breeding and who I co-own the female with, he hit me up around that time and said, okay, the breeding that I've been wanting to do, we finna have the puppies. So I got Luna first week October, and my other female, Umami, was born October 29th. So me and Shug watched the puppies grow. We decided who we gonna pick.
Yeah.
Got her in December. So by January of the same year, my dog dying, I had 2 females, one of them adult. So then fast forward, Luna come back in heat for the next time. That was February. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, who I'm a breeder to? So once again, God working. My first stud option was out my price range. I wasn't ready for him. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, what I'm gonna do? Then Shug hit me up. He like, bro, to be honest, I got a dually credit, and
Yeah.
I like to see what they do. Like, let's collab on that.
Yeah.
And it was some old dog man stuff. I appreciate him always. That's my dog. And we linked up, bred the dually, and the rest history. Really, I had to learn how to do everything in real time. Like, I kind of knew how to do everything, but
Yeah.
now it's like it's on my shoulders. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's what happened.
Dang.
Wow.
So,
For sure.
hi, Bruce.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
First and foremost, Bruce, are you okay?
Do you still have 10 fingers?
Yeah.
Man, it is rough, man. I'm
Question.
trying to stop it. Hey, it's still bleeding a little bit. It's still coming out. I might have to go get some stitches.
Bruce,
I don't know. It's been
what are
bleeding
you
for
doing, man?
like 30 seconds, 30 minutes. I can't get it to stop.
Oh my gosh. Hey, if you got to get off, man.
No,
like,
man,
hey.
I'm good. Let's go.
So he's like, this is great.
This is the dedication. Lord, I love these two. They're amazing.
We love you, Bruce.
Yes, well, all
Goodness
three.
gracious.
Ellis too. And man, hey, Bruce, thank you for joining us, man. Hey, we was just giving the introduction, and Bruce, seriously, if you gotta bow out, man, just let us know. Like, we completely understand.
Definitely don't keep that shit to yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
But Ellis, I love this story, man. Everyone's got a startup story, and like you said, it was God's timing, man. It's crazy how you were looking at your female, and I hate what took place with her, but another female being placed in what I get from it around the same age, around the same. So you were able to kind of continue what you were envisioning just with a different female,
Right.
and maybe that was a better bred female. And again, we're not going to talk rest in peace, but yes, God's timing. And then with Dooley, just the credit and just the.
It was like a ready-made stud. It was just like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, now that you have this female, I got Dooley. Let's do some work. And you're sitting there thinking like,
And
it's
what's
instant.
crazy is the other crazy part about it too that make it like all the way full circle. Like Dooley was campaigning heavy. I think 2021 he was number 3, I believe, or something like that. One of them years between 2020 and 2022, he was like a top 5, top 3 dog when he was gonna go for nationals. Like when he was campaigning, I was what they call it, dick riding or whatever. I was dick riding Dooley. That was my one. You know what I'm saying? Every year I call my shot every year. So
you can be
Dooley
a
was my
fan
one.
without that being like it's okay. You're just a really good fake
But
fan.
in any case, it was a big so at first it was he classic. As always with every show dog in our community, apparently, is he classic. Then once he started whooping ass on the grand run, it started being, he not supposed to be in the XL class, he's supposed to be in the standard class. Feel me? So it was controversy. So during that whole hoopla, I was like, man, I don't care what class this dog is, this is American Bully, point blank, period.
There we go.
Damn near the best one I ever seen. You know what I'm saying? So like it's crazy that I was, been supporting Dooley, been loving Dooley from jump, and then I got the opportunity to breed to him. So that jump, full circle, man, for sure.
An opportunity, like a crazy opportunity where it's like, hey man, I got this
off the bat.
The stud you've been looking at, hell yeah, I want to breed to him. Let's
Man,
and that's literally what it was like. All right, whatever you want.
You're like me.
What's your terms? Whatever you want, bro.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
And I love what you're doing, man. Like you're really creating a following. Seriously, like it's gravitating. The way that you're going live with them, the way you're stacking with them, like the presentation when the people come pick up their puppies. You're taking them. What was that, like a schooling? Like it was like a certificate that they So tell us more about that.
So through my whole time, like I said, I was first on XL, so. Like, obviously, the first kennel you're going to look at is Boston Kennels, Mega Built Kennels, you know what I'm saying, Mega Built Bullies. Like, I just looked at them and I was like, bro, how they present themselves is like, it's like a company for real, you know what I mean? And just they try to be high quality with everything. And I mean, obviously, growing up loving dogs, like, I had seen puppy questionnaires before. I had seen people do certificates before. I had seen people do, obviously, pics with their clients and stuff. So I was like, man, I'm going to do it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want my jump to be top notch from the jump. Just so to not only like for my brand, but just to like put my money where my mouth is, for my actions to match everything I talk about in the dogs. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I want to push in this breed as far as like, you know what I'm saying, like respect
Mhm.
and I guess you could say a level of sophistication that we not on right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big thing for me, like pushing our breed to other dog communities that's like, you know what I'm saying, go a certain way. Like we not there yet. So
Right.
my biggest thing was just like walking how I talk, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the certificates and everything, yeah, it was like a high school diploma basically. And like my whole theme with them was puppy school. So they had the yearbook picture when I first posted them stacking. And then I did like a senior album, like a yearbook album for each one and got posted by themselves whenever I posted their 8 weeks or
Yeah.
whatever. And then that's when I did the little puppy certificates to give to the owners whenever they picked up their pup. So
Yeah,
it
no, I
all
love
kind of
that,
went
man.
together
It's a
real
personal
well.
touch. It's a personal
It's
touch that you're
personal.
really adding to them, and
Yeah.
you see that you're working with them. So when you're buying a puppy from you, rehoming a puppy, you know that they're trained because literally you're visualizing it, you're showing it, you're showing the
Mhm.
progress, and you're doing it like once a week, which is awesome because
Yeah.
every week they're progressing. So obviously during the week you're working with them. So
Mhm.
salute to you, man. Like you know, I
Appreciate
know you said that you're young in the game, you jumped in it, but man, you jumped in it right. Like
Yeah.
everything you're doing, I really, really like it. The pairing, you know, the way you're working with your puppies, the way you're presenting them,
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
certificates, like man, nice touch. I really just give your kudos on those.
For
Hey,
sure.
hey,
Appreciate that.
look, I know I got started kind of late, but I've been watching you for a while, man. Um, I don't never say anything, but when you in the bigger dogs first? Did you come with bigger dogs?
I
What
didn't
made you?
have any, but I was like, when I first came in, I wanted XL. So, like, you probably remember me because I remember you was running techno stuff. Like, you run techno stuff. So, I was watching y'all yard watching puppies. You know what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of the people who my friends now in dogs, like, I was just watching them, like, okay, I hope they breed these two together because I can't buy one right now, but like, 2 generations down. And that's really how I got good with dogs, bro. Like,
Yeah.
breeding other people dogs for them, bro. Or like, practicing picking puppies like it's my breeding
Mhm.
and like, okay, what would I do with this? And then so when people start doing it, I was like, damn, like, okay, cool. And I just started seeing how stuff go together. So it was really cheating, to be honest.
So
No, that's
so
perfect.
so
I don't feel like
so in other
that's
words, look. So Dooley changed your mind about the bigger dogs. That's what you said. The Dooley
I like
changed your mind about the bigger XLs.
No, I would say I was always into all classes.
Okay,
I would say
okay.
I just love Dooley as a pure example of the breed, no matter what class he fit in. Because I remember that was a big like drama about okay, what class is he?
yeah.
What class is he? And
right.
I
So
was
you
like,
felt like the standard.
no
Somebody
matter
was at the
what,
wicket. Yeah.
yeah, it don't
Yeah. I remember.
matter. You could put a goddamn whatever you want next to him. He gonna beat it because
Yeah.
he's a bully. That's what it's supposed to
Yeah.
be. That's it right there. Him.
Yeah, and hey Ellis, to piggyback off that too, you've said a few times I was into XLs, you know, now so with Dooley being, you know, considered like controversy amongst classes, are you just saying that now you just like a bull? Is that a
Yeah,
bull is a
I'm
bull?
definitely focusing on standards, so that can kind of go into like the idea, the vision of this breeding. I know Luna, she's like borderline 16, 16 and a half,
Okay.
Mhm.
like pretty short, but definitely standard. I know she for sure standard, but she's short for sure
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, she built how I like for sure. She nice. She need a little bit of help just with the fine touches, like her feet could be a little straight in the front and fix her head. You know what I'm saying? Make it how I want. She
yeah,
got a little bit of an underbite. So just those little tweaks. She didn't need much. So then I go to Dooley. I'm like, okay, he pretty much perfect in every aspect. But people will say he classic. Maybe. That's the only knock they could have against him, really.
Right.
So I know throwing him on a shorter frame would allow him to just breed and not to worry about making
yeah,
bulls. You get what I'm saying? Because she already shorter than him. So all the puppies got the benefit of having a short, stocky mama. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And the fact that he 20 inches is going to bring her from 16, should bring her to 17, 18 in my
yeah,
females. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I'm hitting right in standard. And even if I miss, it's okay because I know the puppies that favor both sides going to be in the middle. You know what I mean? So
yes. But no, I asked that because I love it. I love what Terrence Reed, call out Terrence Reed. He said, I
facts.
quit imprisoning myself in a class and I started building bulls.
Right.
And that's why I want to touch on that, because I love that. Like, people ask us all the time, like, you breed XLs? Like, well, yes, mainly. But yes, standards are going to come in it. Like, we've got to go to our standard male, especially, to really keep the breed type there. Like, I understand that. So standards are going to come. So, we breed American bullies.
Facts.
The taller ones, depending on the height, but they're all going to be American bullies.
Yeah. I will say though, I'm definitely focused on standard right now.
Yeah.
Like, I want to make a standard that's compete.
Yeah. Well, and the beauty of it is like, again, just like Caleb was saying, the standard class right now, I mean, that's that bread and butter, because that's what the actual breed standard stems from. It's just the pocket's shorter and the XL is taller.
Right.
But and the classic just has a little less mass. So the standard is exactly what it ought to be. And so in all reality, eventually you should be able to take pictures of these dogs, and no one should be able to tell what class they are. Ideally, and if everybody does what they're supposed to be doing, then you should be able to take a picture of literally every single dog on your yard, and without you standing in it, they would have to ask you without any other size references. Like, oh, I know that dude's like 6 foot, so that's without any size referencing. They should have to ask.
Yeah.
And you'd be like,
exactly.
What class is that? Because that's where we're headed. And so you have to use the standard in order to do that.
Yeah, facts.
So it's like, I love that's where you're aiming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that. Hey, and let's hit on this question too before we get too far away from it. Ellis, hey, you're the guest. We're gonna put you on the spot. This question, you answer first. Stephen LeDuc, he said, would it help to breed to put a height limit on the XL class to show?
It already is one. 23 inches, technically. But yes, I think so too. Because, like, it's a reason Great Danes are skinny. It's a reason. If we look, matter of fact, I got the book next to me because I knew I was going to talk about it. But this the other thing. This book right here, I didn't really understand what the standard was saying until I looked at it and somebody like went in depth and like, okay, this is what a blocky head is. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to say blocky head. Joe Blow on the street don't know what that means.
No,
it's easy to say a 90-degree stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Go ask your aunt to point out the stop on the dog.
They can't do it.
They don't know what that means. I didn't know what that means. You see what I'm saying? So I'm reading and I'm like, okay, like, I know in my head what a picture of the dog I won't look like, but I'm reading these words and it's like, this shit vague. You know what I'm saying? And that's a problem I have to this day with bullies. But like, I just feel like it need to be better. They have illustrations now, but they need better. Like, they need real publications. You know what I'm saying? So, that'd be
helpful.
Back to why they should have a height limit. Like, technically, if we have the confirmation of these dogs, like, the build of the dog should damn near be down to a math equation. And that's kind of something I want to work on too. I've done it before, but like geometry and shapes. But like, our standards say from the side, the shoulder assembly of the dog and the forearm of the dog, which is the bottom part where the pasture is at, should be the same length. So, for one, if a 28-inch dog, that means you got a goddamn 14-inch shoulder blade. Okay.
You got yourself a zebra.
Now, rotate that 28-inch dog to the front. It says that, well, this book say, I don't know if it's right, but it seemed right to me because the dogs that look like the ones. It say that the space below the dog chest, the space across, the space down, and the space across the ground is supposed to be equal distance, supposed to make a square. So that means they got to be 14 inches across the chest, down to the ground, and back across. That's a big ass chest. You feel what I'm saying? Like, at a certain point, the proportions is not gonna go together. And then if you have a 28-inch dog, even if that dog is the same length as it is tall, it's not gonna ever be compact.
No, precisely. Yeah, the guys and I have talked about this on multiple occasions, but literally it's physioanatomy 101. Like literally the taller the dog, the longer it is. It's weight distribution. Like it just develops like that because it has to, you know.
Yep.
Carrying all that weight in such a compact form is difficult for a dog, and the taller they get, the longer they get. It's just the way it
To be
is.
honest,
You know,
the real
rules.
the real assembly of the dog got to change too because there's so much room.
Yes.
Notice that no hound dogs say about driving. They talk about gracefulness because the legs have to swing back because they're so
Mhm.
long. They don't drive off their legs, they swing backwards. That's why that's a pet peeve I have in mind in the XL class right now is we got hound reels. That's what I call them. They hound reels. They really long and they always kick back behind the dog. It's easy to see every time they kick back far as
Oh,
fuck.
yeah. No, my XL is a little taller than I'd like and a smidge longer than I'd like. So every once in a while, like his gait is beautiful and I love it because I'm also I come from multi-breed. So for me, it's just like I look at that and I see full function and I'm like,
Right.
but at the same time, I also know that's not breed standard. So, but at the same time, it's like everything comes out in the gate. So it's one of those things
Yeah.
where that's also very indicative of breed type is the type of gait that you get from your dog. So
Yeah.
that long stride can sometimes take away from where you're supposed to, the appearance you're
Yeah, and I
supposed to be.
mean the place where I see it when the dogs are stacked is that they don't have any croup at the back of their tail. Their tail set might not be gay or it might not be high, but
Right.
like the back of their back is literally flat, straight to the base of the tail. It's supposed to have a slope at the end. That's called the croup. But that contributes to having a thick ham hock looking rear. You feel me? And that contributes to the angulation when the dog got a croup at the back, where his tail is into the side, like I don't know if y'all can see,
Yeah.
but like the tail supposed to stick out like that. A lot of XLs are flat across the back and their tails just stick out the back
Yeah.
instead of it connecting like this. So that's why I see it when they stack, if y'all want to cheat code.
Yeah. No, I like that.
We like cheat codes here.
We do.
We're all about cheat codes.
Yes. Hey, and I love it. And hey, to make sure that we answer Stephen's question, you know, obviously there is a standard in, over what 23 and ABKC is, it's pointed down. It's a pointed off. It's a pointed thing to be over it. Now, I don't know if you're saying to be disqualified. There really needs to be more XLs to really show up for that to even be in consideration. Because the XL class is not showing up enough to really set perimeters like that. And that's just really to be honest with it. But yes, there needs to be more XLs to show up so we can set parameters where that is what we're looking for.
Right.
Champions, things like that. What's up, Stan? Hello. he always makes this intro, my man.
It's the magic erasers.
Oh man.
That's what it is, Stan. That's what it is.
But no, it is a pointed thing to be over 23, I believe, in ABKC. But yes, a DQ that there's no way that's even in consideration right now until more XO show up.
Yeah.
But yes, we should breed towards that, obviously towards the standard. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it becomes unrealistic. I feel like if you start having dogs that are like 24 and up, it becomes unrealistic to have that body type to actually stick to the actual breed standard itself.
American Bully, yes.
So
I mean, and if you do, the dog head gonna have to be 36 inches.
Could you imagine?
Have you ever seen that on any dog?
36.
Not that I'm personally
The
aware of.
heads get bigger, but what they do?
Oh, yeah. Just like the body, weight disbursement, just disbursement of the body, of the weight. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like you said with the greyhounds, like they are taller and they're very long. They look very skinny for a reason. Weight disbursement, they get longer. The weight disperses different.
Facts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No Benzino dogs. Rodney. Ronnie's like, no Benzino dogs.
Oh my gosh. Hey Ellis, man, I got a question though, and there's someone that's actually asked me this. They presented it to me, and I like when people ask me questions during the week, so I like to bring those questions, on the live. And please, if people are asking, please, what's up, Walter Smith? Please bring them to our attention. But dual-sired litters. let's talk about it. What do you think about it? Benefits, low points, like, because that's what it did to me. It really made me sit there and think, because there is benefits when you think about it. You know, obviously there is. You're playing a mad scientist at this point. You know, you're really going in depth about it. But if you have a female, but I want to hear yours. I'm not going to say too much more. I'm sorry.
I would say it's just the benefits to me. The only benefit is knocking out 2 breedings at one time, not having to wait. Yeah, potentially, but that's like, I'm just saying benefits as far as if it go well, if the good stuff happen, knocking out 2 breedings at once. That's really the only reason I can see it being done on purpose, with a purpose. You know what I mean? Like, besides that, like, it's not gonna make a little better to have double semen in the uterus. It ain't gonna make no difference.
Yeah, it's just you're right.
But as far as, like, I don't really see no drawback from it. I mean, the only drawback could be is if only one male hit the whole litter, and then now you pay 2 stud fees for no reason. But
all that marketing to waste.
I feel like
You know what? I would think I would if I was to do that, I would have both studs in my yard.
that was
There we go.
my next comment. That
There we go.
Man, I
it'll
would
be
have to have
stupid
both
to pay for
studs.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have seen that happen. I got a friend that he did that a while back, a long time ago, probably about 15 years ago. And I think like 6 came out being one off of one dog, and 2 came out for being the other. But the thing about it, you got to get all the dogs tested and DNA tested. So if you want to spend money like that, if you want to take the chance, hey, that's you. But I never do it. I never do it because, just like I say, you know, it's money involved in it, and I just wait till the next time. I just breed to that dog. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Yep.
yeah, and I mean, it's a ridiculous amount of research, and you know, this time you're doing research on both studs. You're trying to find, you know, ones that, you know, where it'll complement that particular breeding regardless. But on top of that, it's like, yeah, you absolutely, like, you're going to have some people that the only reason they're interested in that litter is because one of those studs. And at that point, you're going to have to be able to provide some sort of confirmation that that puppy comes off that stud. And, you know, it can be devastating when one completely dominates the litter. Which has happened. So it's, you know, it's definitely, it's kind of, again, it's like Russian roulette, and with a lot of research and a lot of money put in only for the potential for complete and utter false advertisement. Unintentional, but false advertisement nonetheless.
But the thing is, though, why? I mean, why? Why? That's the thing.
Hey, I completely understand. The only thing that I could think of is, it was like, hey, I have one more breeding out of this female, and I have both males in my yard, and I really want to see with them with both. And I'm doing the breeding for me.
Correct. Yeah.
I'm not advertising it. I'm not advertising it as a dual sire. No. This is for me, and when the time is, you know, I'm going to let them grow. You don't got to advertise every single thing you do. There is no code that you swear in saying every breeding you do, you got to advertise. Like, no. Do a breeding for you. Keep them behind closed doors. See how they, obviously, get them DNA tested. See who the fathers are, first of all. Let them develop, and then show them your work. Because that's the only way that I could even really consider doing a dual-sided litter like that, is if I really have 2 studs and it's all in-house. It's all in-house. It's all for our program.
Yep.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, and I mean, I've seen some, you know, dual litters go beautifully, you know, half and half, you know, and it did go well for the breeder and obviously for the interested buyers and everything. But yeah, we live in an imperfect world, and when you're selling to the public as opposed to literally doing the breeding for yourself on what would be conceivably the last litter that this female could provide to you, it's like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to read what AJ's saying.
Yeah, so am I. I actually like what the comments, because they actually want to carry it back to what we were talking about. Really, as the
Yeah.
dog gets bigger, the headpiece, keeping the consistent headpiece on an XL, I like it. I like it a lot. Hey, Shemaine, AJ, y'all keep talking. I like it. Adam, I really like what's taking place in the comments. This makes the lives a whole lot more fluid. Really going with what y'all are looking for. Ellis, of course, you're a special guest, so we want you to take point on every question that comes our way. But yeah, not to put you on the spot, but you knew the spotlight was coming.
And to be
So
honest,
look,
the
I'm a
questions are
I'm a
free.
kind of reverse it on
Oh,
y'all.
snap.
I've been thinking about this all week, but not since I got y'all on the forum. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask a question for the people
Yeah.
in my shoes. Like all three of y'all got pretty big programs. With like, I'm guess all y'all got over 10 dogs, right?
I got 10.
Those two had. I'm very very tightly structured. No, I 10 dogs would. I would go. I would go mad. I would go mad. I'm already
Yeah,
crazy. I don't need any help
right.
more than what I have.
So just my question is like kind of being over the hump in the dog community as far as like having dogs where you can really focus on it and do your own thing and have a whole kennel for real. Like, how did you go from it being something you did when you got off of work to something you do as work? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what is that transition like? What is it like being in that situation? Even if dog's not your main income or something you do to support your family, like when did you make that switch? When did you feel comfortable with it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just that process. Talk about that.
Go ahead, Karen.
All right. Well, man, luckily for me, man, my wife, man, when we met, we both had pit bulls. I had one, she had two. We both were dog lovers. So it was destined to take place. Like, we went through a lot of bigger breeds, like you were talking about, the Great Dane. We had a Great Dane, Lord. 2 days later, I said, Nikai, we've got to find another home for this dog. I don't know if I can do a Great Dane. But we went through all these dogs. So we went through all these, and we found the American Bully and found that love. So the love was genuine before anything really took place. And we weren't planning on building a program. We weren't planning on doing anything. Everyone kept seeing him and said, hey, I want to breed to him. We had a blue pit, and we had a American Bully. Got it from Jason Sargent's yard, Zulu blood, Zulu kennels. And so we're like, I looked at her one day, I said, how about we get a female? Got a female. We did a breeding. Well, so then there was puppies. So then they needed more room. So then we started looking at goals. We really sat down and we said, hey, because, man, it became a lot. You're talking about when did it go from just having a dog to really creating something bigger and getting 10 plus dogs. Really took place without us even seeing that it was taking place. And then when it took place, it's like, okay, now we need to put goals in place to make this become bigger than what it is, because now we see what it is. And we put goals in place for us, like financially, how many dogs, how many breedings, so we can really mark those off while we have two incomes in the house. And we destroyed those goals. We almost did it in half the time. And it's funny because we both saw it, and after about 2 months, she came to me. She's like, "Oh, so we're still gonna do that?" I was like, "Yeah, I've been waiting for you to quit your job. Let's do it." And it's been beautiful ever since. Nikai, I'll always give the credit to her. Our success is her success. She's the one that does it full time. So I'm different. I'm blessed. And I'm saying I'm different because I have a wife. I have a wife that does it full time every day. I'm the secondary. And I'm okay to sit there and say that. I'm completely okay with it. The shows will go. If she wants to work with the dog, I'm ready. Let's take pictures. Hey, the breedings, I love it. Hey, that's where I shine. But I love it because we are a team. And so our evolution has come with, our success has come with her success. So now we have 16 adult dogs. Well, not adults, but we have about 16 dogs on our yard, and we have a litter of 12 right now. So we have a total of roughly 28 dogs. Co-owned, we have probably about 6 or 7. So yes, it's a full operation, and really going from that, I know I'm making an answer long, but you asked it, so I'm going to answer it. Nakai, she's the answer to this question. She's the one that is the reason why we're able to continue doing what we're doing. So love you, baby. Bully Pride Productions is 100% Nakai's success, and I am completely I'm just the point. Well, shooting guard. She's the point guard.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
So
I'm saying I passed, but it was like no. Point guard's the one that has the
Caleb
ball,
with
so that
the
was terrible.
Caleb with the assist.
Yeah, exactly.
You read
yeah.
down, pass
sure.
it back out. She takes it from there. It's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, man, I'm in the hole. I always been in the hole. I'm gonna tell you. Hey, look, I've been doing this for a long time, man. I've been doing this for a long time. And the thing about me though, I just love my dogs. I don't have to make money off my dogs, but it's good sometimes when you does, when you do, but man, I got a great job, and Caleb can tell you, I don't do a lot of breedings, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't spend out a lot of money on dogs, you know what I'm saying, and vet bills, but it's like they my pets first. I don't care if I don't sell any. I don't care. But a lot of people might look at it different because, oh, you ain't in to make money. I'm not. I'm not in it to make money, but I just like my dogs. It's a hobby for me. Just like other people, they might like to race cars. It costs money to race cars, right? All right.
Yeah.
Some people just love to race, but they don't bet to get their money back. They just race cars. They love racing.
Yeah.
All right. So they had to buy tires, they had to buy nitrous, they had to buy all this kind of stuff. They had to pay, entry free and all that.
Yeah.
That's a hobby, right? It's a
Yes.
hobby. So this is a hobby for me. I don't have to make money off of it. I
Yes.
don't. And I
Yeah.
would,
I think.
and you
I
know what?
think.
And I would go out. My wife, she'll see me. If I go buy a dog, she said, "You pay that much for a dog?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, I ain't gonna stop you. That's you. But see, I have to take care of my own dogs. She don't go out and feed them. She don't go water them. She can't even tell you their name.
Yeah.
But that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking like more like a time thing. Like. Cause right now, after the puppies came, I'm like, okay, like just mapping out my next move. You know what I'm saying, and what I want to do next. Cause I do want to keep breeding to my goal, but I know I'm gonna have to have a program to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to think about and game plan. Okay, like how I'm gonna get this accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Cause I can't quit my job for dogs.
Ellis, let me answer that because, man, I like that question. I'm sorry that I didn't answer the question that you were asking. Timeline. Don't ever put a timeline on it, man.
No, not
Put yourself,
timeline. I just
put
mean
yourself.
like time during the day, like
Yeah.
in
Okay.
24 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I was but I was saying is, man, put yourself individual goals and really strive to hit those
For
because
sure.
you're man. But yeah, time during the day, yeah, it's very difficult because that's when it became too consumed. That's when we really started talking about it because we were getting up before work. And and it wasn't right. They weren't getting the ample time. It became more of that than we realized, and we're like, oh shoot, yeah, given one dog, that's easy, that's fun. You want that time with them. 2 dogs, same thing. 3 dogs, same thing. 4 dogs, well, 5 dogs. Oh, 6.
Go play.
Yeah.
Go play.
Yeah, so it becomes a disjustice to the dog. So that's when we really saw it too. And yeah, they're not getting their time out. They're not getting their time to really be a dog. So yeah, there were changes that needed to take place, and we took them.
Oh yeah.
For sure. Appreciate that.
Oh
Hey,
yeah, for sure.
what? It was a question asked a while back by Shemaine Cole.
Mhm.
He said if a dog top line ain't straight, but it's a bully, then what? If it's a bully, then what? I guess she was saying that if it but if it's a bully, then what? I don't know what she meant by that. Um but that question kind of caught my eye. I guess I kind of misread it.
I guess
Y'all see what I'm
to
talking
me,
Yeah,
because I'm reading the comment before, it's kind of like he's saying like, okay,
he's
you
getting
got
scenarios.
one,
Yeah.
then like yeah, like so what if it's
Hmm.
all of that without everything else? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of how
Yeah.
I'm reading it.
That's what I. That's how I was reading his question too. Was because again, just like you said, Ellis, he had he followed up that question, with another one. Um, so yeah, I think he's coming up with scenarios. He's like, okay, well, yay, you have this mass,
Yeah.
but you have this other
Exactly.
issue, or now you have this clean top line, yay, but you have no rear.
Oh,
What are you
okay,
going to do with
okay,
that?
okay,
You know what I mean?
okay.
Yeah.
So
It
yeah,
was
so I
kind
think
of
that's how I was reading it, Jermaine. Sorry about that, man, if we got it wrong. But
yeah, because I wanted to kind of knock on that because I really couldn't really understand it
Hmm.
mhm.
at first,
Hey
but I
Bruce.
got
Hey
you now.
Bruce.
Yeah.
Shemaine's the one that we ran into, man. Hey, small world, man. Hey, quick story, real quick. Shemaine, we ran into him at the gas station coming back from nationals last year.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah.
We were driving through Mississippi. Ellis, we were driving through Mississippi, and we actually ran into Shemaine. He lives in Mississippi. He drives the
Hmm.
18-wheeler.
Hmm.
We saw him at a gas station, and it was so cool.
Yeah.
We're like,
Yeah.
man, so yeah,
I remember my first time meeting y'all, like for real, talking to you. I'm standing like, who the fuck is this big ass dog? Like this bitch is big as fuck. And I'm like, I'm thinking, and then I read the shirt, and I'm like, oh, that's Genesis. Like, bro, that dog look totally different.
yeah,
Like, these dog look totally different in person, bro. That junk shocked me. Like,
They do,
I was like,
man.
damn,
Yeah,
that dog is huge. I
that
didn't think
dog
he
is
was that
it's a
big.
bear. It's a dog. It's not a dog. It's a bear. He's a bear. Like
Man, that dog.
no,
And like they was behind me. They had walked up behind me. And I'm like the dog was like sitting like if I swung my elbow to it, I would have hit the dog. So when I went to turn around, I like
you
was
swing on
real
my
close and
dog.
I'm
he doesn't
like,
have
oh
a lot
shit.
of personal space.
Yeah,
He doesn't have
I'm
people
like,
to go through
bro,
that. He
that
just walks
dog too
right up to you.
big
It's like, oh,
to
I'm
be
standing
moving
right
that
here. So I'm going
that
right now.
quietly. I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
how you got right here and I didn't
How's
feel
he
your presence?
Yeah, how's he that quiet when he's that big? But he is,
Man,
and again, he has no sense of like personal space in that regard. He's like he wants attention. He'll make it so. But he's a bear. He's a bear.
he really is. He's
I
such a good boy.
saw I saw a question that I answered I like from AJ,
Yes,
my dog AJ from Heavy Hitter Bullet Crew. He asks, "What's your definition of success in the dog game?" Um,
Ooh.
like I said, my personal ultimate goal is for when this breed get introduced to the AKC at the convention, I want to have one of my dogs on the stage or have one of my dogs in the dog that's on the stage, or I want to be talked about when they talked about the people who helped this happen. That's my definition of success. By the time I die, if I did something close to that, then I did what I wanted to do in bullies. You know what I'm saying? What I strive to do. My definition of success right now is making a dog that I produce on both sides and it winning a title. That's my
I
first goal.
Hey, and it's just it's steps. It's stepstones. Like literally, it's you're starting from a place where you have that goal, then the next one, and then the next one, and you're not it's you are working towards something. For some people, they just kind of want to jump in and they just assume that
yeah,
things are going to work out for them right off the bat. And I like that you are like, while you have this awesome like end game in mind, you
yes,
are hyper focusing on each step that's going to take you there without being impatient about it.
Mhm,
I
love
like
it.
that.
I love that answer. You
for
didn't say
sure.
anything about money. You didn't say what is your niche in this game going to be, and I love that, man.
For
Kudos.
sure.
That's how you are, like genuinely.
Mm-hmm.
I know that.
Yep. Oh, for sure.
Yes,
Oh, Chris Smith wants to know if all of us are going to nationals again this year.
I'll be there.
I will be there.
I
Uh,
might be there with some this time though, but
oh, heck. I'd love to
My
see
boy,
that.
come on.
Bring it. Bring it. Bruce, you coming too?
Yeah, but I ain't bringing nothing though. I'm probably gonna come. I know I'm gonna come.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm showing up just to support. Oh my goodness. I'm
What you got
I'm
for
on
me?
board everybody else.
Heck yeah.
It's my
Mm-mm-mm.
Julie, the male
Well,
people.
nice. Hey, real quick, man. Hey, is there any available off this? And like what sex and things like
Yeah,
that?
I really got two females available. The blue collar female, the orange collar female. I'm looking to call on the blue collar female, excuse me. But yeah, they both available. I do got one person asking me about the blue collar female, but no deposit in yet, so
You better
they both
move,
I
my
know.
man.
available.
If you're
That's what
watching,
we're
you
just
better
talking.
move.
Yeah,
So there's a deposit. We're just talking. We're just talking.
Yeah. Is this a keeper right here?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, that's a
My
good
boy.
looking bull. Yes.
Ooh, big old face.
Beautiful.
Hey, I love it, man. I love seeing you work with them, man. They're going to be very, very socialized, trained dogs, and they come off a beautifully put together breeding. I love what you're doing with them, man. Continue what you're
Yeah.
doing.
One thing I will say for everybody on here, like, look up early neurological training, bro. I feel like that was one of the best things I did with my puppies. Like, that picture I posted the other day, that's orange. Up on top of that, that's
I
a
was
3-foot cage. They about to make
escaping
4
already.
months in 5 days. On the 18th, they'll be 4 months. She jumped, like, running start. I don't know how this dog got this smart. Running start, she jumps on the corner, does a pull up onto the corner, and then catwalks around the side of the cage.
Show
Like,
off.
yeah. And so at first she would do it and then walk along the back of the couch that's next to the pen and then get out and just be out parlaying. Now, since I didn't put a barricade on the front and back, now she just walk back and forth on the side doing balance beam.
So,
But yeah,
so taunting. So
yeah.
taunting.
Oh my gosh! All right, so tell us about the training that you do with puppies at a young age. Let's dive into that a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, look, hold up. I need to plug my phone up, put my camera off, but I'm still talking.
Okay.
Most of the training I do is stack training, show dog training.
Mhm.
Then the other basic obedience, I don't really do much like as far as like learning levels of different tricks. I kind of stick to the show training and try to lock that in and just get focused really. I'm really more concerned with focus. Um, but yeah, I would say like my philosophy on dog training more important than what I actually train them to do. Because if you know how dogs think and like how to communicate with them, you could train them to do anything. You know what I'm saying? So I try to always remember, dogs can't remember past instances. So corrections got to come in the time that they're doing it or it's not
There we
going to
go.
work.
Yes.
That's my number one probably thing I try to remember. Um, the other thing is correct marking. So like when they do something you kind of want, but it's not perfect, I give them a good, but like train them from an early age, as soon as they can hear of like the difference between good boy and yes. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Up to the next level.
Them
Yeah.
learning that difference is huge for me because like I don't want them to hear good boy while they in the stack and start jumping around like they won the Super Bowl. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
So them knowing the difference between, okay, like
Stop celebrating
you
in the
doing
end
good.
zone. Game's not
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, you feel me? Like you doing good, keep doing it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or you doing good, but it's not exactly what I want. And then, okay, you done working. Great job. You see what I'm saying? So that's another big thing for me. And then other than that, like there's this guy I follow. Y'all need to go look him up. Stony Dennis on YouTube. My whole dog training philosophy come from Stony, to be
Stoney,
real.
what?
Love it.
Stony Dennis, STONNIE Dennis. But he does a lot of training with like hunting dogs and stuff. So he always say a tired dog is a good dog. So like that's what he made me realize. Like, bro, like I'm bringing this dog. Like for instance, if you put in the frame of a kid, like if the kid been in class all morning, right, and then you take them outside and try to teach them some more before recess, like you taking them to the place where they supposed to have recess and then trying to get them to focus on the lesson. You feel what I'm
Yeah, good luck.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it's not gonna happen. Like let them get their play out first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let them have their freedom. Let them be a dog before you try to like make them all street. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big part too. Tired dog is a good dog. Let them be a dog first.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, there's been some somebody actually used that phrase recently. And I think that there needs to be an understanding of what that means. Like some people say you have to exhaust the dog for them to be good. If you have to exhaust the dog for it to behave, then you still have a behavioral problem versus, if literally your goal is to have a dog that is well-rounded and has all the stimulation that it needs, all the exercise that it needs, it's going to continue to behave because it's well balanced. It has a well-rounded lifestyle. So I think
Yeah.
that's an important distinction to make. It's not necessarily
What's
just
wrong?
wear your dog out so that they don't chew on your crap. It's there's a lot that goes into that. A tired dog is a good dog, and it needs to make sure that it's because it's well-rounded, not just because it misbehaves when it's not exhausted.
For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, Stony Dennis, and then my show training stuff, that's Eric Sally. So I'm giving y'all all the sauce. You got to go watch the videos
Oh, I
on your
thought
own, though. It's
you
hours.
posted up Stony Dennis's YouTube. I don't know if you saw it, but I went ahead and posted that in the comments if anybody wants to go ahead and bookmark that. For sure, obviously that's something that could be useful for you guys.
Yes, absolutely. Hey, and I
You
like
said
what
there was something else you wanted to share?
AJ put a good comment. He put, once you find out what a dog loves and willing to work for, it's easy money. I see Adam was talking about, give a dog a job, even as a companion.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. I think too, the other part of it is like just don't overdo it. It's more important that you be consistent every day than you like doing intense training sessions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I like that. So you're talking
Absolutely.
about, stretch it out and do it
yeah.
daily. Like, so with your puppies, to get a certificate, how many, so the consistency and things like that. Let's talk about that, because you're talking about really not overdoing it. When do you start them? What do you start them with? And how much time a day? Because people will be amazed how little time a day it really takes.
Yeah, so as soon as the puppies was walking, I put them on the stack box. That's the same thing with the litter pan training. Like as soon as they could move for real, like on their own, and was using the bathroom without stimulation, like when I would feed them, I would pick them up and put them inside the litter pan. So they
Yep.
had no choice but to use the bathroom there because they can't climb out at that
Yeah.
age. They can move around, but they can't climb out.
Yeah.
So for like 2 weeks of their life, they had to stay in the litter pan and use the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time they walked, they knew where to go use the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? So now that's like locked in. Like I never find an accident in a pen as far as like outside the litter pen, like it don't happen.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just like early and often. You know what I'm saying? As far as the time span, I would bring them out and I would train them until they wouldn't cooperate. So the first fit they throw, I just let them be. And then I go get the next one. Now, I end up
Yep.
taking me about 30 minutes to do all 9 of them, but it's about 3 to 5 minutes per puppy.
Yeah.
It ends up being.
Yeah.
And I did that pretty much every day. And then when I wasn't here, my aunt was whelping for me, and I just showed her how to do it. And she just went through the routine. And then with the early neuro, you I can look that up on YouTube, but you do each of the 5 things for like 5 to 7 seconds. So you put them on a cold towel so their feet and body react to a different temperature change. Then you hold them upside down with their head facing the ground so they're used to like blood rushing to their head, opposite way, blood rushing away from their head. Lay them flat on their back like a baby and just rub their stomach. And that's just make them calm off the ground and stuff. and then damn, what's the last one? Oh, and tickle their feet with a Q-tip, and that's just they tactile motor skills reacting to the Q-tip. But that's 5 to 7 seconds for each thing, so it ends up being like a minute per puppy.
Love it.
Hey, Ellis, you know what, man? I caught on to what you were saying that, and a lot of people, I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people don't do that. They only, the ones they gonna keep, they only put time in the ones they gonna keep, not every individual puppy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I like that, man. So even though you're not gonna keep the whole litter, you still putting time teaching them how to stack and all this every individual puppy. A lot of people
Yeah,
ain't gonna do that.
cause to me, like especially with this first breeding, I was like, the puppies I don't keep really more important than what I keep, because this is my first breeding, so people gonna be talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
people gonna be like, oh, like, bruh, this puppy suck. Like, or it don't listen. It's bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just my pet owners. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to be talking like that. And then, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that was what I was really thinking about too. Is like, man, like I don't want to sell nobody a problem. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
I like that.
that was on my heart the whole time. Like I just at least want the dog to like kind of understand, be able to understand new stuff so they could teach it what they want. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't teach them sit. I didn't teach them down. I didn't teach them shake.
Yeah.
I just stacked them. Like I did what I would do with my dog. You know what I'm saying? But with doing that, it taught them self-control. It taught them what a yes meant.
Yep.
It taught them, you know what I'm saying, to chill, what a reward is. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Compliance.
Hey, I like that. Hey, and Ellis, you hit on something, and I want to ask all three of y'all, and hey, everyone that's watching too. How hard is it? When do you teach a dog that you're really trying to show train when to sit? Because it seems like that's a command that you want to use, and that's a basic command, but it's like they get so used to hearing that, and you're trying to show train them. So it's like,
yeah.
where does that fit in? Ellis,
I
you're our
never,
guest.
I never. Hey, look, I never teach my dog to sit. I don't know why. I always just teach them to stay. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Stay.
Okay.
That's
Never,
the goal.
never teach them. I'll never teach them to sit. Never.
Yeah,
Stay. You know. That's. I
Mhm.
mean, that's just
Yeah.
me. I might be a little bit different, but
I like
Yeah.
that.
So I think I definitely teach them to sit for sure. But they do start when you say stay, they sit down.
yeah,
Because they like, okay, I'm supposed
Yeah.
to sit down
Natural
and
that's
sit,
instinct.
now
right.
You're like,
move.
That's
"Ooh."
right.
So
Yeah.
what I started doing is I just made a different word for stacking. Like I say, like when they walking and I say whoa, they freeze.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's my
Yeah.
free stack word.
yeah,
And then like whoa is kind of all inclusive for stacking, kind of because they know
Yeah.
not to sit. But they know to stay now. Like they start to learn. Stay just mean don't move. Whatever I'm doing, just stop moving.
Yeah. The way that I'm standing right now, don't move.
Yeah. So they start to catch on after a while. But I definitely use whoa as my command to like stop them on their feet. And
I
then I
like that.
don't say stay. And then that's really it. Oh, and then another thing I saw, this is a lot with people who do like protection dog training. So I
Mm.
pick up stuff from a lot of people. That's me.
Oh
But
yeah. Got
it's
to.
like teaching them the difference between sit down and stand. You see what I'm saying? So like making them go from down to sit, sit to down, sit to stand. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like then they'll really start learning the difference that way too. Like
Yeah.
once you taught them the individual positions, make them go from position to position,
I like
and then they're gonna learn different words.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Like I also try. I'm and Matt's terrible at this because I try to train them and then somehow because our schedules don't typically align, he doesn't know what I've been working on.
Yeah,
So he
yeah,
has different commands entirely, and it's been a very interesting learning experience for everybody in this house
For everybody.
because I'm trying to use hand signals as well. For instances, where obviously we're trying to not make a ton of noise, but it's just one of those things where it can be really, really difficult because in my mind, the only
God.
sitting is only when you are meandering about, you're not on lead. The moment you're on a lead, you're working.
Yeah.
And the only time that you do anything other than stand or gait is when I tell you to lay down, and I have to give you a signal in order to do it. Or if I want you to up, I give the signal and you stand up. I've got my boys being able to get up. Like I just look at them, I'm like, and they're like, okay. Stand up from laying down. I at least got that, but man, it's difficult when you have different people teaching him different things because Matt is a huge fan of the word sit. He loves it.
Hey, Ellis. Hey, turn your camera.
Oh, it's messing up.
Yeah. Hey, there we go.
Oh, Adam was asking how old is this litter, the pups that you're showing?
They turned 4 months on the 18th. They was born April 18th.
Heck yeah.
That 4 months?
Aw.
No, that's 5 months, right?
That's 4 months. So from April,
Right, but
June, July,
yeah, I was finna say down.
4 months.
And I often have people like, man, that pup little as hell for 5 months.
Oh, 4 months. 4 months. Everybody 4 months.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Chris Smith was just like, I taught my first female sit and stack, even taught her in Spanish. And I'm sitting there thinking like, oh man, like,
man, we need to start talking on the phone. Hey, I want to learn how to speak Spanish.
for real. Well, okay, so I actually teach my dogs verbal commands in German as well.
I love it. Yes. But no, that's amazing because dogs pick up on that. Whatever you feed them, they're going to learn. So the consistency, like Adam was saying, AJ was saying, hey, I love it.
Yeah. And you got to admit, like if you're familiar with German at all, it almost sounds angry. So it's one of those things where when you say it and that's your verbal command, it probably sounds more stern than it really is. So it has pretty immediate effect.
There we go.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, look at the annulation.
Let me see if I can get him to do it.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh,
See how you see it?
yeah.
Hey, look.
Stay, boy.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, stack one next to the stack box.
Stay.
He's grandstanding on his damn self.
Stay, boy. Yeah, I don't got no money for him right now, so they don't want to work.
Oh yeah, I have one that doesn't require any sort of baiting of any kind. He'll do whatever, and then I have one that's like a cookie monster, where like literally he will do absolutely nothing if I don't have any kind of bribery.
Come on.
It's annoying.
Come on. Good girl.
Oh, she ready now. You got the type a little bit.
We lost favorite.
Stay. Stay. All right. Let's see if we can get it this time. Stay.
Sorry about that. Heck yeah.
Got a nice hair already. I like it.
Man, I love it. Look at the work. You can tell the work that's being put in there.
Mm-hmm.
You got two dogs that are stacking, and that dog just looking at you like, hey, come on.
Uh-huh. Be like, come on, do what you want. Give me cookie. I earned the cookie.
But yeah, y'all can see how they look.
Hey, man, beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
That brindle one's. I like the rear on that brindle.
Yeah, he gonna be dope. He remind me a lot of my two favorite Dooley sons, Charlie and Zeus. Like just how clean his face is. Like he resembled him so much to me, and that's really why I was like, damn, like he was a runt, man. Him and that other dog I called the twins, they was the runts. But it's just because he's so compact, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But like that go back to what I was talking about with like trying to catch right in the middle. Like I was really just shooting for Luna with Dooley improvements, and that's him for real. He the same color and everything.
I love that breeding specific, pick specific towards the breeding. I like that instead of biggest pup or what did I do the breeding for? I love it.
You dissect
Yeah,
it.
he I ain't gonna say he wasn't on my radar. I always loved him and the twin because they had that clean face like I'm talking about. And that's one of my biggest things, like as far as like a bully, like I wanted to have that old school head with the clean skin, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not too many wrinkles.
Mhm.
And I always loved them because of that, but I was like, man, they so small, like, but man, about 8 weeks, that boy blew up.
Yeah.
Like he didn't get bigger, but like he just got thick. Like he grew into his frame, you know.
Oh
I was
yeah,
like, oh yeah.
I love when they
I'm
do
glad ain't
that.
nobody asked about him.
And
It's
they go through
over
those
for him
weird
now.
phases where they get tall and they're kind of lanky, and you're like, "Ooh, I really don't want anybody to see him. Hope this doesn't last long." And then it's just like up, up, out, up, out.
Yeah,
It's just like you never know what you're going to get from month to month until they're, fully mature. And even then, they still aren't even fully mature until they're like 5. Like they still pop
yeah,
at 4. Like, God, why are
yeah.
you
That jump
not
crazy.
done? It's
Yeah.
nuts.
Hey,
Hey,
you,
I'm
hey,
happy
y'all know
though.
what? Hey, look, Chris asked a question, and I want to give y'all my answer to this question. He said, if y'all could start over, hold on, let me go back down. With any dog, who would it be, dead or alive? Man, my favorite dogs that I had 2. I got from a guy in Riverside, California. They
Mm-hmm.
was both off Notorious One Gotti. And the male was 19 inches and the female was 18. I'm talking about perfect, perfect. If I could start over again, that's what I would start over with. Them 2 descendants, they come off of 2 different litters.
yeah.
That's what I would start off with.
Mm.
Hey,
Got it,
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Bill.
mine, if I could have her in a prime, she's an old woman now, but I would start with Hope.
Hope.
Oh,
Have Hope. Man, with lining her up with the studs that are available now and really understanding how to bring out what she's got, yeah, have Hope. Man, bred by Corey O'Neill, owned by Corey O'Neill. I got the chance to see her in person. I always believe in starting with the female, and Genesis is over there. Genesis is a close number 2. That's my boy. I love everything about him, but it's brought out from Hope. It really is brought out from Hope. So, yes, I would start with Hope and breed her to Genesis.
Victoria's Secret.
All right. Victoria's Secret.
Victoria's Secret.
Oh, she
She was alive,
cold.
by the way. But no, that female was bad. She bad. Ooh, she
She
bad.
bad. She
Mm.
bad.
Yeah.
I mean, she,
All right,
Man, y'all making it
Ellis.
hard on me,
she at
bro.
that point you're like, what's her stud fee? Just like I said it, like, damn. Just
He
whew.
said he knew you would say Hope.
Mhm. I had to, man. I had to. I've seen her. I've seen what she's produced.
Damn, that's
Yes, and that's
hard.
important.
Oh,
That's massively important.
All right, Ellis.
look at him. He
To
said,
you, sir.
It's so many dogs, bro.
I know, man. It's tough.
Perfectly not difficult.
Obviously, Gotti lines Barbie too, man. Throwing her out there, like, man,
Yeah.
impact on the game. And
I would say I'm gonna do all the classes. I'm gonna do all the classes.
Oh shit.
For
I like it.
all right, bet. For pocket, I go Dax and Stella for sure. They made Magoo. Wasn't nothing wrong with that dog. Nothing's wrong with him to this day. So I'm sticking with that. Dax and Stella for sure. Build off of that. I'll probably breed more to the edge side with Magoo though. With standard, I'm going my breeding. I put up Gotti line Barbie to Samson
Yes.
for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm with you on
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the foundation of Gotti line. The 2 strands that's still around today, Ichiban and Dex, that's their mama, if y'all don't know. And then we got
Exactly.
Samson, which is the effects of Dex line down the road, probably in the best form you're gonna get it. All the, yeah. But taking Samson back to a crazy tight female, look wise, not tight blood. And yeah, that's a crazy breeding. Excels, I'm going my dog, my favorite dog on the planet. Rooney Bulls Matilda, produced by Antonio McClenny, and I breeded a Dooley. I'm trying to get him to do it, but he don't want
Hey,
to.
that would be
You
one
need to
for the books right
be
there.
properly motivated, my man.
That's a nasty breed. Like I said, same mind frame. It's just gonna be taller. With Luna, Dooley don't got to do nothing but give his semen. That's it. Give his semen. That's all he got to do. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's my 3 pairs: Jackson, Stella, uh, Samson and Barbie, and then Matilda and Dooley.
yeah. Hey, I like that. Hey, Ellis, I'm gonna give one too an asterisk mark. You said Samson. I really like Sosa. Sosa to Barbie. Lord Jesus.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like that too because it's 50-50, 50-50 always work.
Hey, that would knock it out of the park. But I love when you posted that. I was like, oh, mwah, that is perfect.
You're like,
Yes, you see, Samson and Sosa actually crossed. They actually, Mark and Tamara did a breeding, and Ezekiel. That's the breeding that actually made Ezekiel. Sosa bred to a Samson daughter, and oh my,
I gotta go find Ezekiel.
ooh,
Ezekiel, is that you?
someone screamed at you. It's like, it's like a screaming
Oh
ghost.
no, that's that. Yeah, where the dogs walking by each other and they like, "What's your name? What's your name?" Ezekiel.
Oh, yeah.
You Ezekiel.
Yeah. Oh, no.
yes. But look up Ezekiel. Hey, Amanda, you got a question? Chris said, "Was Victoria's Secret really that muscled up?"
I honestly, yeah, but you can tell that they work her. Like it's one of those things where she's got very very good structure. She's boxed out. I mean, honestly, I'm willing to bet she absolutely is. Like I have not been blessed enough to be in the same house with her. So, but that would be amazing. But considering the bulls that she has in her bloodline, though, I'm willing to bet that it's not false advertisement.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's a beautiful picture of her, but I've only seen a couple of them. And man, how many times they've bred some of these female butterscotch? I've
I
heard.
think
But yeah,
I think Victoria's
yeah,
Secret only
yeah,
got bred like 2 or 3 times though.
yeah.
Yeah,
She's still
yeah.
she's only yep.
That's a bad bet though, for sure.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Some legends, man.
Damn, now y'all got me thinking of breeds. It's crazy.
Well, part of you
Hey,
would wonder what
different person.
Victoria's Secrets would do, huh?
Jerry put she is different in person.
Who is?
In
Victoria's
the comments,
Secret.
yeah.
She's different in person.
Is she different in person? Okay, tell me about it.
Okay.
Hey, and then I see AJ put Samson as his start. Hey,
The choice,
no
truly.
argument there. There's no argument there on my standpoint. I love Samson.
Maybe that's why you starting with him, huh, AJ?
Oh man.
He was good.
Oh, hey, I love this girl.
Not their fault.
That's a beautiful girl.
Mm-hmm.
Or my favorite look of a dog though, I'm going Rocky has a hard head all day, twice on Sunday. That's my favorite look of a dog
Who?
ever. That picture, Rocky has a hard head. His Bully Petey picture is my favorite picture of a bully, period.
Who's?
Yeah.
Rocky has a hard head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, real quick. So I want to ask this question. So when you think of the American Bully that really defines the American Bully, just everything about it. So what's the dog that you really think of? Because mine is Samson, like AJ was saying. Samson really just identifies every American Bully trait that really portrays the American Bully. If there was a picture in a dictionary that American Bully, who would be next to it?
The dog I just bred too. Grand Champion Dooley, Grand Champion Hangman.
Dax.
Grand champion Pokemon. I'm just going off of headshots, by the way, just headshots. Because when you get into the body, that's when the hoopla come along, and then nobody can agree.
I agree. I agree with
Remy. Who else? It's a lot of dogs, bro. I ain't gonna lie. On your yard, Leviticus.
Oh, that boy. Whew.
Oh,
If you're wondering what I like in the headpiece, that's the look.
yeah.
Leviticus.
It is. It really, man, I love him. I love him. Lord,
I like him too.
Well, and what's funny is like the pictures that you posted of him recently. Like obviously he's transforming, which is, I mean, obviously fabulous. I remember asking, I was like, wait a minute, this was off of the Genesis Mulatto breeding, right? Because I had to remind myself because it had been a year, and all my memories were popping up of that litter, and I remember he was one of the ones, and I was just like, ooh, that.
Hey,
And
hey,
I was really happy that was their keeper, and now seeing that he's just turning out beautifully is wonderful.
Levi was not the biggest. He was not the biggest in this litter. Like there was someone that actually came and got two. They actually got him for pets. It was actually daughter and grandma or daughter and mom. And we saw a couple pictures, but I would love to see what they are because Levi is the perfect combination. And Levi's head is bigger than Genesis' head at this age.
Oh,
no
God.
And bro, like, I didn't know Mulatto was his mom, but I ain't gonna lie, like, I don't know. It's just
Sumo is the granddad. Lord. Trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I understand now. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's two techno kids, right?
Yes. Sumo's a techno grandson bred to Nefertiti, which is a techno daughter, which created Mulatto. We threw her.
And then kind of the same shit on the other side with Genesis.
Yes.
Never mind. I see why Techno Head came back out with a better crop, so it actually looked good. Shout out to my dog Corey, man. Free Corey.
I'm not fooling with you, Ellis. I'm not fooling with you. Amanda, who's your dog? Who's your dog that defines the American Bully? Ellis, I'm not fooling with you.
Oh, that is so tough because again, coming from like all breed, if you're asking me to pick the illustration out of the book, off the website, probably Grand Champion Zeus. But if you're asking me what my preference would be, I love the movement and the functionality of Hangman, the balance. I love them both, like for entirely different reasons too. That's the best part.
The only thing I would change
makes
on
it very, very
Hangman,
difficult to choose.
Hangman's like perfect. The only thing he needs is a bigger reel.
Yeah, he's a beautiful
It's
animal.
literally his only weakness.
Yeah.
He need a bigger reel. That's it.
Yeah.
I love everything to 100% on him. I just would like a bigger reel.
I think
he don't need it. But
yeah, the part that was wild is it's like I just wish that they didn't have to go into the ring together that day.
Yeah.
Because either one, they're both worthy of the crown. There's like bar none. So it's just one of those things where it's like that. Unfortunately, he had to pick somebody, and he dissected. I've never seen a judge have to go through that many freaking loopholes and tactics to he exhausted his judging arsenal.
I love it.
I mean, and it was great because that's what you want to see. You want to see judges.
He put the exotics out the ring first. I love it.
Man, I just hate that they had to go against each other because they both deserve it. They both are the epitome. I love it.
Oh, I'll be a miss too. I ain't gonna lie, cause I seen him in person, and it's the reason I got a co-on off his daughter. Ghost, man. Suge's Ghost. That's one of the best
Suge
dogs
Ghost.
in the country. Don't nobody even know him, bro. But yeah, he do got a nice headshot. Suge said he like his dog headshot. He do
Yeah.
got a good headshot. He just need a little bit better stop. That's the only thing I'll change on Ghost. And he got a fat ass rib, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Suge to bring it to some shows so y'all can see what I'm talking about. I'm not BSing. The dog wide as me, and I'm 6 foot 220. So
Hey, Bruce, last one, man. Who do you get?
Hangman, man. Hangman and Duce. I like them both.
Yeah.
It's too late
who
to
say
say.
hard?
I do like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, Hangman, hey, look, seeing that boy, man, it was, man, at that show, it was just electrifying, man, to see them dogs go at, man, it's like yesterday. I can remember everything that happened. I'm
Yes.
serious,
Oh,
man.
vivid. Everything
It,
is so hyper vivid. Like the oh
man,
man. Mm.
but look, the thing is though, even though, man, if you in the Nationals and you got a son that beat you out, I still won't even feel bad. I
I
And
ain't
wouldn't.
even
he's a
mad.
national winner already. Like, man.
Yeah, he already got his crown. Now he was there and
I ain't
I
gonna lie.
wouldn't feel
that is the
bad.
My boy
ultimate
should have been on the
accolade.
couch somewhere, not in the ring, bro.
Blue.
He
That
should
is
have been on
that
the
is
couch.
He
literally the
He
definition of outproducing yourself.
Man.
I
he
mean,
looked
that's
like
what you
Oh,
he
want.
needed
You
to be
want your
on the
dog to
couch, and he
outproduce
should have
itself.
been on the couch.
Hey, so
I'm
man.
sorry.
I
I'm gonna
know
keep
they
it
didn't go to
100.
many shows last year, but man, it was such a treat that they treated us with. So I
Yeah.
love it. That all four of us were there.
Yeah.
Ellis, me and you were sitting very, very close to each other during this moment. And Amanda, I think you were near Bruce. I don't know if you were over with the
Yeah,
Higginsons,
yeah.
but
I was
man,
sitting
what an
next to
I
Higginson.
was with
electrifying.
Higginson
Mike.
was
I was sitting with
sweating. We
Mike.
were probably both crying. It was a whole mess.
I was right there. Hey, John Tate was sitting there saying, "Hey, your car's gonna get towed." I said, "Man, tow it. I'm watching this."
I'm not going this
I
way.
ain't going nowhere. I'm just mad
Man,
my damn phone died.
Ellis, what a moment! What a
I'm
moment, man.
That was a
telling you,
huge
man.
moment for the breed, bro.
Oh
Yeah.
Because
yes.
one of my biggest questions personally, or like one thing I really stand on, is breeding for the middle. Like I call it the bully spectrum. On one side you got a pit bull, on the other side you got an English bulldog.
Yeah,
Right in the middle is an American bully.
Yeah.
yeah.
Breeding for the middle. And in that ring, like we had Zeus and Hangman was basically the middle. Zeus was just a little bit too big in my opinion. He carried too much mass for his movement, and his movement started to falter. I don't know whether it was the mass or whether it's just his structure that might have a little hitch somewhere. But then you got Blue that's just a little bit past his prime, so he was carrying too much weight, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that. Yeah, I think
And
you
so
are
then
right
you
with
got
that.
Hangman down the middle, and he won, bro. In my opinion, the down and back was really what won it for him, and like he was just smooth as butter. Like the other dogs, like Zeus had a little sway to his hips, and Blue had like a little like hitch in his step almost.
Hmm.
Like maybe he had an injury or something that had healed, but like Hangman was on point, bro. He deserved that win, bro. And I'm so
Yeah.
glad that he chose the correct show dog and not the bulliest
Yeah.
dog. Like
Like I said, he dissected it. Like that man, like it was one of those things where, and like anybody can take this any way they want. That was probably the first time I've ever watched a judge and literally agreed with every
Yeah.
single choice they made.
Touch
In
every
fact, to the
single
point where I was calling it before he did. Like
that's how it's supposed
I
to
was just like,
be.
it's going to be that one, and
Especially
and he picked it. I was like,
like
yes.
especially at this stage, I agree. Like the ones who should win is gonna stick out like a sore thumb, in my opinion. From going to nationals 2 years in a row, like it's like a sore thumb because like the whole community is just not at the same level as far as like making a quality show animal. You know what I'm saying? So, but our judges got to start picking the show animal and not the bull. Like that's
Yeah,
very important to our breed.
yeah. You can't pick train wrecks just because they have more mass. This is correct.
Like we
I
passed
love the
that.
picks the last 2 years that we've gone to, and man, when with Zeus and Hangman, it was between those two. Blue was in it, but I agree with you. He
Yeah, it's a
carried
good
a little more
one.
weight. But man, that twitch that Zeus did at the very end, like the judge that was it. Like he slightly moved on that stack, and Hangman free stacked, and Devin nailed it, and he went straight to her with it. But what was crazy is that wasn't best in show. That was best grand champion to get best in show. So all of this electrifying attention, like there was another show after this. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was a lot of like, and then again, it's just like obviously when you're going through the normal classes, as is, there's still going to be some that don't feel like they're consistent, or just like you're asking yourself, why did you bring that to nationals? You know, but once you start getting to the champion class and the grand champion class, those dogs are sick. It's like at that point you're just like, they belong here. Like, and you're sitting there thinking like, okay, the fact that we had such a packed class and the dogs were that difficult to dissect, that's a good sign. That's an exceptional sign. It gives hope.
That was so perfect though, that just every cut. Hey, side note, our car did not get towed. I did have a tire that we had to air up, so it had flattened. So I was like, if they want it, like I don't know how they're gonna get it on there. So I had to go up there, air the tire up. We drove off, but yeah, hey, nationals. If y'all don't go to shows, go to nationals, man. What?
And can I put a PSA out there since I'm on the XL forum right now? Can somebody besides Lamonte and Caleb and Nakaya get in the ring with them, please? Like real talk,
Hey,
bro.
Bruce was in there last year. Hey, everyone, bring it. Everyone, come on.
Like, come on, bro.
I mean,
Yes,
Lamonte and Caleb
there are
bored
some
going
good
against each other.
XLs out here. That's the problem. Is there are some great XLs out there. They just don't bring them out as often, and that breaks my heart. Because I'm just like, get that dog in the ring. I'm really hoping, Sarah Roach, I'm talking to you. I'm hoping this woman brings some of her XLs
come on.
to nationals, because I'm
Bring the
telling
smoke,
you, man,
man.
we need her dogs. We need her dogs. We just need her dogs. We need your dogs. Sarah, we need your dogs.
Yes, XLs, bring them out,
Yeah.
please. You know, we're really talking about bringing, like, I'm trying to push Nakai to go to the show this week, like China, Levi, like, we want competition. We want competition. This is
Build
Genesis.
your own champion class, dude. Do it.
That's another one of my
Young
goals,
class.
dreams, to have a class full of my production.
When you think of what was that? I can't remember which show it was, but Cerberus, Juno, Hangman, and Ragnar were
Was in
all
one
in.
class.
Yeah, well, not I can't. Yeah, it was just like one of those things where you're like, man, I know the kennel that produced that litter is was the moment where it's like, I did it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it gets better than that. I really don't.
I don't know.
I don't.
I don't know if a more consistent, incredible litter besides, like, how do you bypass that? Like, that's tough.
Yes.
That's very tough. Yes, but does anyone else have any questions for us, for Ellis? Man, Ellis, before we get off, loved everything about this live tonight. Love what you're bringing to the table. Love the breedings. Love the transparency. Love the knowledge, man. You have educated yourself before you dove in, and I respect the hell out of that, man.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you for what you're doing, man, and continue to educate others.
Appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. It's been a long time coming, but like I said, like it's God's timing, and it was for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, just my story going the way it did is for a reason the whole time. So I'm a remember that. You know what I'm saying? Keep that close to my heart. Help me stay humble, like I always try to be. But yeah, it's God's timing, bro. Like, I definitely want to do this. This is not a hobby for me. Like, I want my dogs to be my life's work when I'm done. So
Awesome.
I love it. The goals you have set out for yourself, and everyone viewing too. Hey, every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, we try to bring all the guests that you're looking for, the knowledge that you're looking for. So please, man, viewing every Tuesday, share the lives. Our motto, reach one, teach one. And this is exactly right. Ellis, you have definitely been in the community, and that's why we reached out to you, man.
Oh yeah.
So appreciate that, guys.
Oh, absolutely. And we're going to go ahead and get the this put up in the YouTube channel starting basically tonight, so you'll be able to view it there as well.
Ellis said I'm out.
He thought we were leaving. The poor
I know, Ellis. No, that was premature. That was not the goodbye. That was the pre-goodbye.
I thought we said goodbye. Like you. This is the Midwest goodbye where they never actually freaking leave. Like that's what it is. I feel so bad. I'm sorry, Ellis.
I fell off. I think I touched something trying to
comment.
comment.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I did not tell you to get off. That was the pre-goodbye,
That was
man.
the hang up with the razor.
No, that's the okay, we about to get off, and then now you start talking about a whole nother topic for 30 more minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, yeah.
I know how this
That's
goes.
not impossible. You've met us.
Yes.
But no, I was just letting everybody know that the YouTube channel is up. It is up to date. Tonight will be added tonight. So I just had somebody ask me for the link. Let me go ahead and get that. But yeah, I mean, Ellis, you with what you're doing right now, and you being, you know, I wouldn't say just starting out, but you are up and coming, and I think that it's important that we bring some, you know, we shine some light on you and give you your flowers, and make sure that, you know, we're putting you out there for people to see, because regardless of, I mean, how many litters you've had to date, you are the future of this breed. So it needs, you know, we need to shine some light on you. I mean,
I appreciate that for sure.
Absolutely. Well said.
let me get this link in there for everybody to see. But yeah. So it's been, I mean, I've enjoyed having you on. You know, and again, it's been a long time coming, so I'm sorry about the wait. I'm really sorry.
Yes, what an incredible night. Like, we talked to Ellis about actually interviewing him at Nationals. Bruce cut his finger. Bruce is a soldier. Like, he didn't go to the hospital. I was worried about him. I was worried about him with that lack of blood. But, like,
I thought I had to, man. I ain't lying.
We thought you had to. We're like, what are you doing for the live?
I'm ready for you to fall out. I was just like, we're gonna get a notification later on being like, hey, so I got like 12 stitches. I'm like, Jesus. Listen, amputation, like self-amputation, don't try this at home. They say that for a reason. You sure tried it.
But yeah,
Man, it was rough.
But what an incredible night. Like, Ellis, man, you finished it off. Like, and started it with an incredible introduction and finished it off with an incredible conclusion, man. Again, love what you're doing. Everyone, again, view in every Tuesday. Bruce, love your dedication. Amanda, you bring it every week. So, man, thank y'all to all three of y'all. Like, seriously, I genuinely mean that. Like, I love what we do.
Oh yeah.
I do as well. That's why I'm here. All right, you guys. Well, you have a great rest of your night. Bruce, hopefully you don't need stitches. If you do, good luck.
I'm good now.
His wife's stitching him up over next to him.
You got some liquid stitches now, Bruce.
Yeah.
Hey, Ellis. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, great live, Ellis. Appreciate everything you brought to the table, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Man, I just want to give y'all flowers for having this platform, for one. For two, I just want to thank y'all for pulling me on. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a community with up-and-comers or new people. I ain't going to say they're not welcome, but they kind of put into a corner at the kiddie table. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people do that. Y'all not doing that. I really appreciate y'all for bringing me on, treating me as an equal. You know what I'm saying? Really wanting to hear my opinions and my views on stuff and actually valuing them. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what we need more in this community, valuing other people's opinions so that we can all see what's right. You know what I'm saying? Right down the middle. So I appreciate that.
Absolutely, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so well, Pat, I went ahead and posted the link to the YouTube. I'll go ahead and get that get this live posted to there as well. Share it again on Facebook. So yeah, just, I mean, share it away. Get some more light on this man.
Absolutely, Bruce. If you don't call me tomorrow, I'm calling you, man. Let me know how the finger is.
All right, I'm gonna call you.
All right, hey Ellis, man. Hey, appreciate you, man. Y'all have a great night. Hey, catch us next Tuesday.
We'll see you guys next week. Gentlemen, have a good night.
All right.